Aries, hey gorgeous, Melissa here to do a timeless love reading for you. This is for any placement of Aries cross watchers are also welcome. Aries, who are you sneaking away from? Oh my god. I just literally saw you tiptoeing while somebody's asleep. Okay, what the hell did you do? Okay, I'm sorry, Aries. Anything you need to know about me, I don't know if I said this, you can find in the About section or in the description box below. For those of you who have liked, shared, subscribed, commented, donated, thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you very much. Those of you that are new here, welcome. And those of you who have been here, welcome back. Anything you need to know about me, again, is in the description box below. Wow, you guys. Well, oh my god, I can't stop seeing this picture, okay? I feel like one of you literally snuck out somebody's house while they were sleeping. Let's get more. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my god, you guys. Well, that's not nice, you guys, unless they were kind of, maybe they were a little, what's the right word I'm looking for? A little indecisive, okay? So maybe you were like, you know what, I'm gonna dip out while they sleep. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But, so they have the Two of Pentacles. The energy, this is a love reading, Aries. Did I say that? This is a love reading. The energy you bring to the connection is that Seven of Swords. The energy the person you have in mind brings is the Two of Pentacles. I'm not feeling true love here, but Aries, I think that's okay. It's summertime. Who needs to be tied down? Okay. But you guys are going to make it looks like, in the end here, okay? Let's see. Oh, I just kept going. I just kept going and going. When I got the overarching energy after all that, well, see, I'm just so confused about my life, you guys. Listen, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, and the divine picks up my slack. So you, is this you? I don't know. The Emperor is you. Does the Empress have you in there too? Well, now we're going to call it you, okay? Either way, this is the overarching energy of your love connection. We have the Empress. Oh, wow, you guys. So don't sneak out. What are you doing? You're trying to sneak away with your heart. Are you cheating? No, I don't think so. I'm not feeling that energy. But let's get some clarifiers, okay? The Empress is your overarching energy of this love connection, okay? So I feel like there is something growing here, but I don't think you see that or know that, or you're trying to avoid that is what I'm getting, actually. And I feel like this person's really busy, but I don't think they're busy with other people. So let me just see. And maybe you think they are. Fuck, what's going on, Aries? My head is all blah, 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 okay? Aries, okay. Oh, it's sweet, you guys. I see you trying to run away, but you're gonna offer them. You're gonna communicate. That's what I'm getting right now. Let's get more on your energy, buddy. Don't sneak out of their bedroom. Ouch! I just literally smacked the camera. I'm sorry if that was loud, or the camera stand. Okay, so wow, fucking A, you guys. Things are about to shift, okay? You don't see it coming with the moon here. You've got the Seven of Swords. Can you see all that? Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune into the moon. Yeah, I feel you in your head with that Seven of Swords right now. And again, I don't know. I don't think you're lying, cheating, stealing. Let's just be clear on that. So I know that that's the very popular meaning of that card. But the actual meaning of the card is withholding. So I do feel you trying desperately to withhold whatever this, your love for them, or I don't know if you love them yet. I think you know you're going to. That's what I'm getting right now. I think you know this is something that could definitely has this foundation that is undeniable. And I think that's kind of why you're like, wait a minute, I was in the middle of going to school, working, or trying to master my craft, or whatever that is. And the divine's like, listen, we don't send this in at the wrong time. So if you think you're in the middle of something and this is inconvenient time for love, again, don't quote me on all of this, but I see the Chariot card in your outcome, and the Empress is your overarching energy. The Empress is about growth. You could be literally somebody you're going to have children with. Doesn't have to be that, by the way. But it is about creation, and it's about this is being created whether you like it or not. This is blooming, blossoming whether you like it or not. But I feel like it has been something maybe that you have been skeptical of it. And again, it's not because you don't like the person. It's, in fact, I think you liked them more than you usually do. And that freaked you out. And I do believe your original reaction was, they're too busy for me, I'm out. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going off the first two cards, which is the Seven of Swords to the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, again, is somebody who is, I said, and look, I don't think they're interested in, their heart is facing the outcome of this connection. The fucking Hierophant, come on. I think they're hoping for something traditional with you. I don't know if it needs to be traditional. That is what the Hierophant means, and maybe that's what scares you, is you're not traditional and they are. Don't ever let anything, including the fear of, oh, they're letting shit. See, yeah, I do feel like they're kind of set in their ways about something here with the, and I don't think it's because of them. I'm not going to lie to you. So this person might be wanting you to put a ring on it or get a ring on it. They might be wanting to you to put a ring on it or vice versa. I can't decide what I'm saying, right? All right. Oh my God, you guys, I'm in the weirdest mood. Okay, so they... Okay, I'm going to take that because I thought one flipped out and I couldn't find it, and there it is. This has been something going on for a while, hasn't it? I feel like you felt like their lack of need for you, Aries, because this is actually quite a healthy situation where somebody is continuing to follow their other calls, not just you. And I'm not saying you're unhealthy. What I'm saying is that, so when we've had a really bad example of what love is, when we do actually get a healthy love, it feels kind of aloof, or it will feel, you'll feel the connection. So let's put that out there. But then there's like this, why don't I need them? Why don't they need me? Or something like that. It's like, oh, because we're healed and we don't need people anymore, okay? With the Empress card, this is about two people who have come into a place where they've learned all their lessons. This woman, she's beautiful, she creates. She didn't just land on this fucking thing on the first day she was born. She got to her throne by experiencing every part of life there is to experience, okay? So you guys are not here because... for no reason. You're here because it's time for something healthy in your life, okay? And now again, I do see the 9 of, I feel like you guys are both busy. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I feel like this person is allowing, the reason why I feel like, and so maybe you're onto this, your intuition is correct with the moon card here, that they have been too busy. If, you know what, like, I understand there's a healthy need to have no control in a connection, but damn, I mean, do you remember who I am? I haven't talked to you in 3 weeks. And so I'm saying, like, I think that they're, you know, make sure that you're being communicative with them about what you need in this relationship. That's the other problem, is that we hope and expect that the other person will just know what we need, how we love. And sometimes, you know, I do feel like this is something that's been going on. This could be brand new, but do make sure that you can't just hold all of your cards to your chest here. If you do want real love, and that's what I feel like this is with the Empress, anytime there's a major arcana in the overarching energy of a love connection, it means a true deep spiritual connection. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune right underneath of that, okay? Oh my God, I'm just seeing all kinds of stuff here. I do feel like you guys have come from a place, again, I'm going to say the 5 of Pentacles is traditionally lack or of deprivation. And I feel like it's love deprivation at this time. I feel like both of you have had a lack of love, and not because you have had, for a lack of trying, okay? I feel like you've been in connections, maybe even plenty and many of them, but none of them gave you that feeling that you needed. In fact, they needed you, right? Maybe you felt like you needed each other, but they didn't actually pour into you. They didn't give you any love. They just gave you this, like, no, you need to be home at this time, or, you know, those kinds of love connections. And you're like, and then I get home and we fucking sit on opposite. We don't fucking love each other when we're there. It's like weird, right? That's not what this is. And that's not why they're busy. They're busy, I think, a little bit. They have this unhealthy need to appease the masses, whoever this is. Or to, you know, please those around them. There's a time in our lives where we get to the end of this cycle, which they are getting to, by the way. I feel like they're going through some spiritual situations where they're starting to recognize that our only obligation in this lifetime is ourselves. God didn't give us a slew of people that were our obligation. Now, of course, when we get to this place and we're ready to create whatever, you know, usually our creation will consist of all of our experiences poured out for those who are experiencing it currently. That's the Empress energy. It's time to now share those raw wounds or whatever it is, your experiences, how you were able to navigate your way through this bad situation, and then how you were able to come into this connection a little more vulnerably than you are at this time. Again, Aries, I'm never going to tell somebody that if they jump in vulnerably to a love connection, they're not going to get hurt. Because the truth is, you cannot jump into a love connection vulnerably without the chance of getting your heart completely crushed. So, no, I don't see it. Well, I don't know. I have my girl's dad is an Aries. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, he thinks he's a Pisces. It's a weird thing. Anyways, he's an Aries. So, and he acts like an Aries. He's a very Aries type of person. And he is a lover. I will say that he's in relationships often, and he loves love. I do too, but I'm never in relationships. So anyways, I would say that while he loves love, he has a hard time with the actual real love. So like the sitting down and saying how you feel about something, or you know what, you're busy and I want to respect that, but how busy can a motherfucker be? If you love me, you know. And again, I think they're letting their other obligations take their life. I think they know that you're it for them. That's what I'm gonna say for most of you. I think this person already knows you're it for them. They just assume this is going well. They just assume this is gonna end right. But I think that there's something lacking in it, and it is that you haven't even shared with them. I think once you share with them, you know, 3 weeks is too long, 2 days is too long, whatever it is for you. Your love language is your love language. You get to decide what kind of relationship you're looking for. But if you don't communicate that, there is no way of them knowing that, okay? And again, you don't need to sit down and give them a list. Hey, and on Tuesdays we need to, there just needs to be some vulnerable communication. Again, it just needs to come from a place where you're not letting fear stop what you want to say to them, okay? The Page of Pentacles, I think, is you actually making it to that point where you're finally going, okay, Melissa's right. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to talk to them. And the Wheel of Fortune says as soon as you make that decision to be a little more vulnerable in the situation, the wheel is going to shift in your favor. But we do have to put ourselves, when we want to kind of raise our vibration or get to a new frequency in this lifetime, a new frequency in love, a new frequency in life, we do have to take the step that we're being asked to take. And the step is, hey, listen, you can't walk into a love connection without a heart. You got to put your heart in it. You know what I mean? Here's your little heart. I'm watching you go fine. Here it is. Oh my God, it's so cute. Shut up. Oh my God, my number is, no, I'm just kidding. So the Wheel of Fortune is, again, about the divine will really carry you once you make the decision for yourself to do what's best for you, okay? Now, what I'm going to say is that I don't think you came from a situation, like you're not jumping from one situation to the next. You've done what you needed to do. You're just afraid that this is going to turn into past situations, so you're afraid to give your heart to them. Now again, it could. I can't be talking to everybody, so always know that when you do become vulnerable with somebody, I'm going to say this, you don't feel connected to everybody you meet. There is no coincidence, or that's called your intuition, when you feel that connection or that feeling, right? People call it feeling, but it's intuition. It's in your body, and the divine communicating to you that this is it. And if you're not healed, the communication will still feel like that from the divine. It'll feel very strong and very pulled. And traditionally, it is right still. It's just not healthy, right? So then the divine will pull you into unhealthy connections when you still have things to heal from. And I know that sounds, everybody doesn't like the way that sounds, but that's real. The divine will bring you through lessons in order to unearth or dislodge any trauma, pain, or fears that you have within your core. So it's saying, like, this is your test here. It's like you really need to get from the Seven of Swords to the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, you know, all the pages are communicators or messengers. They're also a youthful, it's almost like, I want to say you need to almost walk into it like you didn't experience all the shit you've experienced in your life. You can't let your past experiences dictate your future opportunities, because this is exactly why. If you know that you got hurt in the past, and you assume that everybody else is going to hurt you, you're never going to run into the right one. You're never going to go for the right thing. So it's saying that even if this is the wrong thing, it's imperative, if you want love, if you like this person, regardless of if this is real love or not, if you like this person, they make you feel good, this is when you need to know you deserve somebody who makes you feel good. You also need to know that you need to be able to communicate with them that they do make you feel good and that you do want to pursue this or whatever it is. The communication needs to be there. Otherwise, this person, again, I feel like they're even trying to stay busy doing things for everybody else because you're not communicating how you feel to them, okay? It's not like they're doing it in hasty ways. They don't know. They don't want to stalk you. They don't want to chase you down. And I think you're doing the same thing. Listen, that was bad advice we all got. Don't chase. Don't chase, okay? Actually, that wasn't bad advice. But don't communicate your feelings to people. That is bad advice. Like, you need to be able to text message when they're on your mind. You need to be able to, if you can't do that with this person without losing them, they weren't for you, okay? If you can't text when you're thinking of them or tell them how you really feel, you need to let that motherfucker go. You deserve somebody who you can be your true self with. Who's your true self? Every time you want to text, you should be able to. Every time you want to say this, you should be able to. If you have to hide any part of yourself or suppress any part of yourself in a situation, you're in the wrong situation, okay? Or you're not in the wrong, like right now. I feel like you are suppressing some things and you're not necessarily in the wrong situation. It feels quite right. But I feel like it's saying that you're letting your past dictate this situation that deserves better than your past, okay? Because it's better, it's a better connection than you've had in the past. With the moon card here, it does mention you need to follow your intuition. Those things I was telling you, you want to text, you want to call, they're on your mind. There's this real thing where we're connected energetically to everything and everyone, okay? But the people we're supposed to be with, there's going to be this thing where you text and, oh my God, I was just thinking about them. But if you're not texting when you want to, they don't even know that you're thinking of each other at the same time at this time. There does need to be this ability in a situation, any situation, work, love, any kind of situation you're in, you need to be able to be authentic always, or it's not for you and you're just kind of masquerading as fitting into a situation, if that makes sense. These weird messages coming through. The Two of Pentacles into the, again, I feel like this person is really busy, but I do feel like they have a heart for you. I feel like they know you're the one. I feel like they literally sit and imagine. I'm watching them look into this cup of emotion, water, imagination. And I feel like they're sitting here imagining what it would look like to be your spouse. What the wedding might look like, okay? I'm literally watching them kind of go for it all in their head because they feel this with you, but they're sitting here wondering, am I making this shit up in my head? We have let each other do this for, and I think that some of it was for good reason through some more karmic times in our lives, but in order to come into something that isn't karmic, we need to stop acting like we're in a karmic situation. Real talk, okay? So the Seven of Swords is somebody who is acting very karmic, and I'm not saying you are a karmic, okay? I'm saying what that means is somebody that is trying to avoid anything from their past coming into their future. We can't do that. Like, we have to be able to walk into it vulnerably. Oh my God, I'm sorry, with your pants down. That's weird, but that's what, I literally just watched somebody drop trowel. I don't even know what that means. You guys, who's watching me? Because I'm saying all the weirdest shit. Drop trowel, what does that mean? Okay. Anyway, so I'm watching somebody drop their pants. It's like, you gotta be able to drop the pants here. You can't let everything, oh my God, I can't stop looking. Hold on, Aries, let me clear this vision. Okay. Oh my God, sorry. So I do feel like this person has really tried. First of all, they're getting to a place where it's not, you don't want to be the one that stops them from appeasing the world. They need to do that on their own. And I think they're coming to the end of that cycle. And in fact, I think they don't feel the need to appease everyone, but I do feel like they're trying to stay busy doing that so they don't over-contact you. And you're trying not to over-contact them. But I do think they're sitting here envisioning this beautiful future together. I know you guys are spiritually connected. You have the first of all, it could be a Cancer, very strong. You have 2 Cancer cards in your outcome, but the Chariot card is about overcoming all of that shit that's lying to you in your head from your past experiences. Our brains, I love them so much, but the logical mind or the frontal lobe or whatever it is, it retains information from the past and then it's kind of navigates life with that information that it's held, okay? Only information that it's retained from external experiences. Now, when you're using your brain, your head over your heart, which again, we've been told to do, when you're using your head over your heart, unfortunately, if you've had any painful things in the past, you will let them stop you from any good things in your future if you're using your frontal lobe in love. Do you know what lobe we should be using? Our heart lobe, okay? For love, and where love is concerned. And it is about stating, you may get your heart stomped on. But guess what? It's a resilient motherfucker. And I always tell people, a heartbreak feels much worse when you're thinking about it than when it actually happens, okay? When we sit and overthink the fears of what happened to us in the past and that hurt so bad, and those lessons were there for a reason. One, to let you know, you're okay, baby. No matter who breaks your heart, you're okay. No matter what you lose, no matter what situation you've ever encountered, you've overcome it all. Like a fucking boss, like an Empress, male, female, non-binary. Like a fucking Chariot, okay? The High Priestess, you've used your intuition to guide you. The High Priest and the High Priestess, oh my God, you guys. And then the fucking, oh no, there's no Emperor here, but I was feeling the Emperor earlier. So anyways, the Empress is here in your overarching energy, and you do have the 2 like divinest of the counterparts. Now, again, I feel like this person has some traditional things that maybe they don't work for you. And I'm not telling you to squeeze yourself into a relationship that isn't for you. You'll know if it's for you or not. Let your intuition guide you, not me, please. But if this person feels right for you, but there are some things that they're stuck on that the world has told them is the way it's supposed to be, even marriage, okay? Which is what I'm getting right now. Maybe they're sitting here like holding tight for a ring, and you're like, I'm not ready for that yet, okay? Or whatever, male, female, non-binary, okay? It is about letting them know why you feel this way about it, or why that doesn't work for you, or what, you know what I mean? And if it's just that it's something from your past that you're afraid of, throw that out the window anyways. But If it is just that you don't believe that we need to control one, you just whatever it is, I'm not going to tell you how to feel, okay? I feel like I'm trying to download into you the downloads that come through me. I still want marriage, Aries, so don't get me wrong on this. But I do think that there is this new, and I'm not into the E&M stuff. I think that that's like, no, that's you trying to work through your insecurities. And I guess back in the day, we used to just cheat on each other, right? When we were trying to work through our insecurities. These days, though, the younger ones that are doing that E&M or whatever, maybe they're older, I don't really know. But whoever's working through their insecurities, they're now doing it with each other's permission, which is nice and respectful, I think. So I'm going to give it credit there. But I do think this turns out with some sort of official, at least some sort of solidification, okay? The Nine of Wands I just feel like you guys are very busy. Whatever you guys do, it is kind of saying this is like the final push, the final chapter into the finish line. The Nine of Wands into the Four of Wands. This is about coming to the end of this cycle, right? And pushing through this portal. This portal is where we get to the kind of love we want. We don't need to fucking let everybody else tell us what kind of love we want. I know I feel this love. I know it feels good to me. I know I love Aries. I know I like Aries. I know Aries is on my mind 24/7, but Aries never texts me, whatever it is, okay? I think you guys have been through a lot, and where I love the Chariot, it's like the reason why the Chariot starts to plow through is because the Chariot stops letting all of the past experience dictate the future. Now, we have all this experience. We know what we've been through. We know what we've seen. We know when the fucking red light starts flashing. We know when it's time to walk away, right? So we have to trust our intuition that we're going to be able to do the right thing when it's time to do the right thing. At this time, if it feels good, the right thing is do it, okay? Woo! Ask for a sign. I feel like you got your sign here, boo, if I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like it's like, listen, don't go stalking nobody. I ain't talking to you if this is somebody who's ignoring you and shit. I feel like you're both sitting at your houses, looking at your phone, waiting for each other to text each other. And nobody does because you're each waiting. So what I'm going to say is that if you can't jump into a connection and communicate whenever you want to communicate, that's the wrong connection for you. So the best way to find out if you're going for the wrong person is fucking be vulnerable with them, okay? You'll scare the wrong motherfucker off in a heartbeat, and the right motherfucker will know that you are the one for them as well, okay? Never be afraid to truly communicate with somebody. Ask for a sign, pray about it, and listen to the answers when you do sit in meditation or prayer about it. Listen to the answers that are coming through it with love, not fear. Because again, love is going to tell you to go for it. Fear is going to tell you, we've been hurt before, let's not. Let's not do it. Why would we hurt ourselves like that? Well, because the only way that you can possibly get the love of a lifetime is by taking a risk to hurt yourself like you've been hurt in the past, period. Okay, Aries, I feel like I missed a bunch of shit there in this message, but it does look like a good connection that is just trying to taper itself in. Again, it's going to come from you really needing to be communicative with them. Now, again, I'm not going to guarantee you that that's going to work out. You may get your heart broken there. But if you're not willing to risk that, then if you're not willing to risk a broken heart for this person, they're probably not it for you anyways, okay? Or there's more healing that needs to be done or something, But the Divine says when you are willing to put, and I'm going to say this, if you put your heart out on the line with somebody vulnerably, the Divine is working in your favor into the Wheel of Fortune there. So it's like, even if this isn't the person, you're showing the Divine, hey, you know what? I'm willing to get my heart broken. I'm willing to be vulnerable. I'm going to be honest with them. I'm not going to control them or tell them they need to do this or they need to do that or this is how this works. I'm going to tell them how I feel and let them do what they do with that because that's their choice, how they want to react to that, right? Again, you can let somebody know what love looks like for you, but you can't tell them to love you like that. So it's like, what I would say is just be open and honest about your feelings, and however they handle that is your sign that the Divine is asking you to ask for, if they're it for you or not. Because again, I wouldn't, if you tell them you love them for the first time and they don't say it back, don't count them out, okay? Because sometimes that is terrifying for people, and there is a process. Everything's a process, just know you're in the middle. I'm feeling the Temperance card here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries. I'm saying Aries, it's just because you're here, okay? The Empress is Taurus and Libra, and we got Taurus very strong here, by the way. Cancer is very strong as well. Pisces is here, any earth sign, really any sign, of course you know who you're dealing with. In any case, if you want to get into a true love connection, I think even if the whole reading isn't for you, the way to find out, the best way to find out if somebody is for you is just by being yourself, being vulnerable, being honest, texting when you want to. And then if, again, you scare somebody away because you want to text every 2 minutes, it's likely the Divine is actually asking you to heal from whatever makes you want to text every 2 seconds or whatever, okay? or wanting you to fill your life with things that you're happy about and that make you happy outside of that connection. So make sure you're doing that. That's how a love connection comes in. It looks like you are. It looks like you're pursuing things. But the love comes in when you're fulfilling the rest of your life first, okay? I love you so much, Aries. That was an interesting one. I will see you very soon. Mwah.